I recently got a very interesting message from one of my LinkedIn connections that simply said, "Do you have any advice for people who don't know what they want to do in their career?" And the answer is yes. That is what we'll talk about in this video. We'll start with some bad advice that you shouldn't follow, then we'll talk about what you should do, and we'll end this video with some simple, actionable tips you can take today to start moving towards the career that you're hoping for. Something I am sure you've heard before that I don't think is very good advice is do what you love. There are two problems with this. First, sometimes the activities we love would lead to a life or a career that we don't love. If someone told me to just do what I love when I was in my early 20s, I probably would have wanted to become a guitar player in a metal band. However, I would not enjoy that life. If I was a musician, I would have to tour and travel all over playing all these different shows. I enjoy staying in one place. I like alone time, so this lifestyle would not suit me well. Also, when something is your job and you have to do it, as opposed to just doing it because you want to, that can kind of take the love out of it. Just because you love an activity does not mean it has to be your career. You can still do it, you can still have it as a part of your life, but you don't need to make it your 9-to-5 job. So if you have a hobby you're passionate about, that's great, but don't feel required to make that hobby your career or feel like your career sucks if you don't do that one thing that you're super ultra passionate about. There are other options that can lead to very fulfilling careers. Another problem with just telling people to do what they love is that sometimes people aren't even sure what that is. If you're one of my Korean connections, you probably spent your childhood so focused on the next big exam, going to all your academies, and then getting into the best college that maybe you didn't even have time to evaluate your life and figure out what you really want to do. So instead of just do what you love, here's a much better strategy. Think of the type of life that you would love. Then find a job that will allow you to live that life. More specifically, consider 4 things: your ideal lifestyle, work environment, your strengths, and the impact you want to make with your work. For the type of life you want, ask yourself these questions. Is a routine really important to you, or do you prefer flexibility? Do you prefer staying in the same place, or would you like to move around and travel often? Do you enjoy constantly being around people, or do you prefer long periods by yourself? Is it really important for you to work hard and earn as much money as possible, or would you prefer more of a work-life balance? Also, are stability and security very important, or do you enjoy the excitement of being in a high-risk, high-reward situation? Take the answers to these questions, and then also consider the type of work environment you would really enjoy. Do you enjoy going to the office every day, working remotely, or would you prefer a mix of both? Do you prefer working with numbers and data, or would you want something that's more creative? Do you like very serious, important jobs where you're treated like a professional, or would you prefer something more relaxed, fun, and casual? Finally, do you really want to work independently? Are freedom and critical thinking really important? Or would you rather just listen to orders, follow what other people say, and not have to think too much on your own? Great jobs for you would probably be ones that allow you to have the work environment and lifestyle that you want based on these questions. However, you should also think about the skills that you have, and these do not have to be what you studied in school. Think about what you're naturally good at. Are you naturally smart with numbers and math? Maybe you can understand complicated math concepts faster than other people. Or are you naturally more of a creative person? Are you outgoing and really good at meeting people? You don't have to choose a career totally connected to your strengths, but it usually does make it easier to become successful. The final thing to consider is, what impact do you want to make with your work? This for me is what led me to where I am today. Honestly, I am not that passionate about sitting at my computer video chatting people. What I'm extremely passionate about is helping hardworking professionals unlock job opportunities where they feel valued. That value and that impact is what led me to a job I love even though the surface level actions of the job are not something I'm particularly passionate about. So think of the results, the impact of your work that would make you feel proud, that you would love and would lead to you feeling fulfilled. Combining all of that together, what would most likely be the best job for you would be one that aligns with the type of lifestyle you want, has a work environment you'd enjoy, involves your strengths, and produces an impact that is important to you. Find that, and you'll find a career that is truly fulfilling. One of the best ways to research this a little bit more is to simply search on YouTube "a day in the life of," and then any specific job title. There will be videos for basically everything. Watch some of these and see if this is a lifestyle that you would enjoy. Because this is business-related content, it's also pretty likely that many of the video creators are on LinkedIn. You could follow them and connect with them as well, maybe continue to see what's happening with their careers to learn more if it's something that you would enjoy. Final tip, the company you work for can have a bigger effect on your job satisfaction than the actual work you're doing. If you're feeling super burnt out and thinking that maybe you need to switch industries, maybe you just need to switch work cultures. Get out of that negative environment and into one that values you. All right, hopefully this has helped you get a little bit clearer on the best career for you. The next step will be actually getting there, and that's where I can help. First, if you're not already subscribed, you should consider doing so you can keep getting tips to take your business English, LinkedIn, and career opportunities all to the next level. Second, if you're serious about reaching your full career potential, my website is full of courses, training material, and more information on my live program. None of this is on YouTube, but you can check all of it out by clicking the link in the description below. That's all for this video. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one.